Well, good morning, YouTube friends and family, and welcome to today's edition of the Wellness Homesteader. I have a lot of new subscribers, so if you are new to my channel, welcome. We're so glad you're here. And if you have not seen the prior videos, I will leave a iCard at the very end to my previous videos on No Spend January. But as promised, today I want to share with you some creative ideas to keep busy during No Spend January that cost you nothing. So stay tuned. Let's get started. So I have been spending some time each day really thinking about keeping myself occupied because I do very much like to be busy, but I want to do it without feeling like I'm deprived. And I think that's a real important point for No Spend January. If you approach it like a punishment or like you're depriving yourself of fun, it will not be a pleasant experience, and more than likely you'll want to quit after about a day. So I think if you look at it more like an adventure, a chance for you to grow and be successful and to really put something back for your future or for your goal, as we talked about in an earlier video, it'll be a lot more fun. So first thing, I highly recommend that you make a list. I have a lot of good ideas and then poof, they kind of go away. So I'm sure you've all seen my index card system. So when I go to the thrift store or Goodwill, I always go to the random section because almost without fail, you can find index cards for nothing, like cheaper than the dollar store. I mean, sometimes it's a quarter and it's like a tri-pack. So I use these for my talking notes, but I also use them for my lists. And it's really helpful when I think of something to jot it down on one of my lists and then it doesn't slip my mind, or I think about it when it's too late to do it. That happens as well. So also get family input. And if you're like me, where your children are grown and gone and maybe you don't have a spouse like me, maybe ask your friends. Your friends know you well, or other family members that don't live with you for ideas, because a lot of times they've done it themselves or they know you better than you know yourself, and they may have some excellent suggestions. So idea number one, and these are kind of relative to me, but I hope some of them will seem like good ideas to you as well. So the first thing, read a book. I bet everyone watching this video either has an Audible book or a physical book or a Kindle book that they've been meaning to read or they just haven't gotten to. So this is a good month to set aside some time each day or each weekend to do a little reading and actually enjoy a story or a historical story or something informative. So don't forget about those unloved, unused books. The second idea, and this may not appeal to everyone, but it really appeals to me, and that is do some free research. So I have in my front yard a 4-story pine tree. And when I was at the pharmacy getting antibiotics, I actually ran into the lady who owned this property when it was a very large farm. And she shared with me that her daughter received that tree as part of soil conservation in elementary school, where you made posters and you got a free tree. I did that as well. And that her daughter was 55, but she couldn't remember exactly when she planted the tree. So I'm going to spend some time doing research on how to determine the age of the tree because I'm just super curious. So, those random things where you wake up in the night and you're like, I wonder. Those are good things that you can spend some time researching, enriching your mind, and also doing something enjoyable that won't cost you anything. You can also go to the library if you're in a situation where COVID isn't affecting your ability to go to the library. So I know our local library, you go online, you pick out what you want, and then they do like a curbside drop off. So that is an option. And they have Audible books, they have movies, and of course books. So maybe take advantage of your local library, which is free and you're actually paying for it with your taxes as well. Another idea, watch some YouTube tutorials and learn a new skill. Now, I say that with the understanding that the skill that you're going to pick to learn is something that you already have the supplies on hand for. So maybe it's something that you've always wanted to do, or you bought a to-do kit or a craft kit, but you found it difficult or you just didn't have the time to learn that skill. Good time to do that. I've shared little bits and pieces of my craft room, but I literally have more craft projects than I could finish in my natural lifetime. So I plan to do some crafts and probably share some with you in the month of January. You can also go on Pinterest and look for DIY ideas for items you already have on hand. So you can just search, like say you have a lot of cotton yarn. You can type in cotton yarn projects and boom, up will pop some different ideas that you can take advantage of and enjoy doing a craft or a skill. It doesn't necessarily have to be a craft. I've already done my movie marathon while I was recovering from my last surgery. However, do a movie marathon maybe on a Saturday night or on the weekend where you watch 2 or 3 of your favorite movies. If you don't have DVDs, check out your local library. And another idea, maybe talk to friends or other family members outside of your home and see if you can do a movie swap. You pop some popcorn that you hopefully have in your pantry or make a snack from food items that you have and just have an enjoyable movie evening. This is something that I really want to do because I haven't done it in so long. Sit down and write a letter. Think of a friend or relative that would enjoy receiving some written communication and spend some time, maybe even doing a 2020 summary. You know how you sometimes get those letters inside Christmas cards, but just reaching out to someone else and sharing what's going on in your life can be very enjoyable and also enjoyable for the recipient. Another thing that I want to do is I am going to do a food making challenge. So I'm sure you've all seen on Food Network, I don't have cable anymore, but I did years ago, Chopped, the show Chopped, where they get like some really random ingredients and then they have to create in a very short time something delicious out of it. But challenge yourself to pick some things out of your pantry, search for a recipe on allrecipes.com that I've shared in a previous video, and make a delicious meal for yourself or a side dish for yourself that you've never made before. Have a spa day. So I'm not encouraging you to go to the spa. No. Actually go through, if you're a lady or even if you're a gentleman, go through some of your supplies. Like, do you have a facial mask or hair conditioner or a lip scrub? Or I never paint my nails because I usually end up wearing off the polish like that. I only paint my toenails. But maybe do a manicure and a pedicure. If you feel safe to do so with COVID, invite a friend or family member to join you. It can be really fun and it doesn't have to cost you anything. Even if you just soak in the tub for a while, that can be a lot of fun. Have a bubble bath. You know, give yourself some pampering and attention. Another thing that I need to do so much is clean out your closet or your dresser, and not only clean it out, make some different piles. So obviously there may be some things that totally you need to get rid of. You can't donate it. It's not in the condition. But can you cut it up and make it into cleaning cloths? Make a pile for what you would like to donate. Make another pile for what you want to gift. And then also consider making a pile of items that you want to sell. So you may have things that still have the tags on it or are in brand new condition. Facebook Marketplace can make it very easy. And with a neutral meeting place, like a parking lot or a porch pickup in your local community, can be a great way to earn a little bit of extra money to put away for your no-spend January. If you like home decor and you're feeling, you know, once you take all the Christmas decorations down, sometimes my house looks like really bare, and that's usually in January when I start to get the urge to do a little redecorating. So since we're not spending in the month of January, think about rearranging your furniture or rearranging throw rugs or changing your knickknacks, if you will, or swap pictures into different rooms. That can give your house a lift, be very entertaining, and it won't cost you anything. I've already spoken about taking a walk or hiking. I know that it's winter, but another idea, a lot of us have fitness trackers. Now, I have always had a Fitbit and only a Fitbit, but on Fitbit, you can find friends or family members who also have a Fitbit, and you can do a fitness challenge for a day, for a weekend, you know, who can get the most steps or the most active minutes. So that's a thought which is healthy and it's free as well. I think with COVID right now, there are a lot of virtual activities that were not available to us before. So in addition to like free community activities or free museum, that may not be something you're comfortable with doing. I know here in Ohio, we are not under a stay-at-home order. We are under a stay-at-home advisory until January 2nd, and at that time they're going to reevaluate. Ohio is actually number 5 in the highest number of cases. Our governor did a press conference yesterday, and unfortunately there are 88 counties in Ohio, and every county is at least 2.8 times higher than the CDC threshold for a high risk of transmission. So we're in a situation, at least right now, and I don't think it'll be better in January because of family and friends gathering for Christmas. That's not gonna stop, even with the advisory. So I am more interested in things that are virtual. You know, watch lives on YouTube, Google virtual activities and put your city and state in. There are all kinds of things that have never been available before, and these are definitely different times that might be of interest to you and keep you occupied and feeling like you're doing a lot of fun things without spending any money. One of the things that we used to do in my former work life, and this was actually really fun, was we would have a color day. So we would pick a color, let's just say pink, and everyone dressed in pink. We ate pink food. You know, you can do fun things like that with your children, and they will really enjoy it. Bake cookies, ice them in pink icing. So think about some outside of the box ideas. And you can also, I did not do this yet, you can go on Pinterest and you can just Google free ideas to do at home with children or with your spouse, you know, whatever your, or alone, whatever your situation happens to be. And then again, if you're comfortable with doing this and the COVID situation allows, you can also have a swap party. So this could be for clothing, it could be for some of your canning, it could be for a cookie swap, it could be for a home decor swap where you invite friends or family members to come and just swap out things that will make you feel like you're getting some new items. So I hope you have found this helpful. This will probably be the last pre-January video that I'm going to do on No Spend January, but we will have a lot in January. One of the things that I have failed to show you, and let me stand up here. I think of it every time I finish. You can go online and you can find all sorts of free printables. Now, if you look at the last No Spend January video that I did include links to these, but the idea is, you know, you color in, this happens to be a piggy bank, because at first I'm like, why is it a pig? Why is it pork? But let's see, let me show you the other one here. You know, here's one that's a little less fun, but usually they will have things like a place to put your rules, a no-buy list, an exemption list, like I talked about needing to perhaps get some eggs or some cow's milk to make bread. It's a smaller no-spend tracker. How did you do? And then at the end, you can evaluate how many no-spend days did you have? How many oops days did you have? And then a place, of course, to put your goals and why you're motivated to save money. So there's some really cool things. You know, I'm done spending money on, and put a list. What's your why? Exemptions again. So I'll drop those links again below this video so that you don't have to go back. It'll be in the description box. And I hope that you will come along for the No Spend January, even if you want to just try a no spend weekend, or maybe you just want to try to curb your spending on utilities or stop eating out lunch at work, whatever degree that you want to participate. I'm so glad you're going to come along. So as always, be healthy, be well, be blessed, and I'll see you again real soon.